Hello friends, this is Dr. Saurabh Patwardhan from Nandadeep PG Teaching Institute, Sangli, Maharashtra, India. And in this video, I'll be speaking about angle alpha. So this is a photograph of the patient's eye taken at the end of the surgery, asking the patient to look in the center of the two stereo coaxial illumination of the microscope. So this is the limbus, that is the simplest landmark we can see, and the center of this limbus is the optical center or limbus center. Now if you ask the patient to look in between the two stereo coaxial illumination, then the center of the Purkinje images of these two coaxial lights is basically the possible visual axis. So these are the two coaxial lights. Some microscope may have just single coaxial light. If you want to be more specific, you can switch off the third light which is there and just keep these two lights on. So center of it is the possible visual axis. Now the third point which we can see here is the pupillary margin, and center of this pupillary margin is the pupillary center. So when we look for difference between the optical center and the visual axis, we call it angle alpha. So here you can see the red cross and the yellow cross. The difference between two is the angle alpha. The mnemonic for remembering this is OVA, optical center, visual axis, angle alpha. Now the second angle that we can see here is angle kappa. It is between the green cross and the yellow cross. So angle kappa is PVK, that is between pupillary center and visual axis. So mnemonic to remember is PVK. So for premium IOLs like trifocals and EDOF IOLs, we want the center of the IOL to match the visual axis, and for that angle alpha is more relevant because we take limbus as the reference during cataract surgery. As pupil gets dilated during the surgery, it's very difficult to track the center of the pupil in most cases, as when it dilates, its center may shift. So angle alpha for cataract surgery and for IOL placement. Now angle kappa is more relevant for corneal refractive procedures because for those we take pupillary margin or the pupil as the reference. So if you want to center on the visual axis, you have to consider angle kappa for corneal refractive procedures. So this is the simplification of these terminologies, and of course you can go and read more about it because many of these markers, for example this Purkinje image or center of the Purkinje image, are more like surrogate markers. They just tell you where approximately the visual axis is going to be there. For more such informative videos, do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.